Female journalists face gender-based online harassment. Okay, we really woke up with that one. we really woke up with that. We woke that title up. All right, so female journalists, which by the way is like biological. I'm pretty sure female references your biology, not your gender. Female journalists face gender-based online harassment. Okay, cool. Let's see what we got here. Okay, you should have went with like, I don't know. I guess female works, but it just clashes with the gender thing. Okay.
Welcome back. This week, the White House proclaimed April as National Sexual Assault Awareness and Prevention Month.
True.
One of the fastest growing threats to women is online.
Wait, hold on. Okay. So I know that it's Sexual Assault Awareness Month, which is very important, I think. But then at the same time, it feels weird to say, hey, it's Sexual Assault Awareness Month. Let's talk about female journalists getting harassed online. Those two things aren't the same, right? Like we do understand that it's just so fresh every day. We manage to make sure that we take shots at people that have been sexually assaulted, like survivors, because online harassment is not even close to comparable to sexual assault. Okay. It feels like you guys are deciding to use this month as a way to talk about an issue that's irrelevant to the actual issue of the month. But okay.
Harassment. The latest government statistics show 1 in 3 women under the age of 35 have experienced a type of essentially sexual harassment online. It's often underreported, and many times.
Why would you report it? I mean, like, dude, I mean, when we talk about this, see, the problem is that most of the women who receive like what you'd consider sexual harassment online are usually people that are like, I mean, listen, you shouldn't be commenting on people's bodies, but if you're gonna, a lot of times these women put up pictures of like their bathing suits, and then the guys will be like, oh, I'm a disgusting man, and then they'll be like, oh, what an unexpected event. You know what I mean? That's usually what happens. But okay, all right.
Sometimes not taken seriously, despite its serious risk to mental health.
No, I don't take it that seriously because, you know, toughen up, Buttercup, you know?
And physical safety. The Biden administration is now committed to a new global partnership for action on
this is very hyperbolic. Okay.
Gender-based online harassment and abuse. The goal, deliver an action plan on combating technology-facilitated gender-based violence by the end of this year. Morgan Radford joins me now. She's been doing some reporting on the impact of this type of harassment, especially the impact it has on women in journalism. And
I have no problem with this topic being brought up. I don't like that it's brought up on Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and I don't like how hyperbolic they are being about the language. I think that it actually unintentionally diminishes sexual assault survivors, but okay.
Not even a close call, Morgan. As nasty as the attacks can be on some of us in this business, if you're a woman, it is at another level.
Yeah, that's right, Chuck. And, you know, before this was all sort of anecdotal, but now we have hard data. I mean, this is one of the biggest issues.
It's making me hard. Is the data a girl? Because it's making me hard.
Is facing female journalists right now. And an unprecedented study is giving us a closer look at.
I just got to make sure I add to this statistic. Got to make sure I make an inappropriate joke right when she comes on screen, so that she's part of the statistic now.
Just how some of those online attacks against female journalists are actually getting started and what it looks like for those who are on the receiving end. But a warning to our viewers, some of the language you hear in this report, it may be disturbing.
Probably not, but okay.
Female reporters are often at the center of the bull's.
It's just so funny to me that we're saying female reporters and then we're talking about gender. It's just like this is how you have to understand how empty these things are. Because they're not even educated on the language. Like, you wouldn't use the word female and gender based online harassment at the same time. Like, this is kind of invalidating to and I don't care. It's just that, you know, that they're not actually, they don't give a shit about trans people. They're just like pretending to understand like gender, but like they don't fucking understand it. It's just so stupid, but okay.
73% of women journalists saying they've experienced online attacks. Well,
those, okay, but that doesn't matter. So women journalists who say they've been experienced online attacks, those are, okay, so 73% of journalists say they've experienced online attacks. Now, I don't know what an online attack is. It's probably just saying, hey, you're a sussy baka. But this doesn't say women journalists who say they've experienced online attacks based on their gender. This is just a blanket. So what's the argument here? You know what I mean? But we got to get those numbers up, you know.
Saying they've experienced online attacks, while 30% say it has impacted their work.
Yeah, I mean, social media is obnoxious. Stop reading comments, I guess, is the best thing I could tell you.
I don't know if I can say this on TV.
Okay, this is Taylor Lorenz. I don't really like her, and here's the reason why. A while back, there was a content creator, and you could look this up on my channel. You just have to look up Papa Gut and Denali. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. This is Denali. He was a very popular TikToker. Oh, look, here's the article. This wasn't intentional. And what happened is this article basically is Denali's a young kid. He was 17 at the time. And he would make content doing reactions. Like, he would just make faces. It was nothing crazy, but that's what he did. That's TikTok, you know. You get over it. And he would like go like, he'd be like really happy when it was something good, and then like he would go like he would do this face when he didn't think it wasn't good. So there were times where he would make jokes when it came to like gay people or trans people, where he would look at their content and go like, yeah. And once they dressed up, like James Charles here, they dressed up. You be fucking kidding me. They decided to, you know, flip the script, and he did that. Now that's like obviously transphobic. Like let's not deny that. But you know, 17. And when he got called out for it, he stopped the behavior. But this article that was ran against him, written by Taylor Lorenz, she did absolutely like the bare minimum to actually do. She got everybody who disagreed with him and didn't talk to a single person that could help his case at all. It was really shitty. And then like I ended up talking. I actually had a conversation with Taylor Lorenz on you know whatever on my page. There's that conversation too, and it was nice and all, but that was frustrating. And then afterwards, when there was and it led to this guy getting like deplatformed for this shit. It was really fucked up. Like he got his account banned, which is like whatever, okay, it's fine. Then he has his main account, alt account banned, and then like 7 other accounts. It was impossible for him to come back. And that's the really fucked up part, is that like, you know, it's cancel culture. It's not, he would get mass reported and removed. It was ridiculous, especially since one of the big problems is after he stopped, another content creator, I think it was Heartthrobbert. He's a gay guy. Rob Anderson. Yeah, this guy intentionally antagonized him. Denali like called him like really shitty things on his Instagram. And then when he got attacked for it by Denali's fans, he blamed Denali and said that he was like a hate crime and all this other shit because people were calling him the F slur, but people were calling Denali the N word too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is just how it works. And you know, he ended up getting you know, Denali got banned. It was bullshit, honestly. Then a while later, though, I tried to reach out to her when it came to Gemini Official. I was like, hey, listen, this guy's like really shitty. You guys ran a fucking smear campaign against what's his face? And I didn't say this. I was very nice to her. But you guys ran a smear campaign against you know, Denali. Can you talk about this? She's like, oh, well, we can't really do that because legalities, blah, 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 blah. I was like, well, people like have admitted there's like stuff on record. Doesn't matter. None of that apparently mattered. So it like actually put a really sore, like, you know, a little bit of a nasty taste in my mouth, because this person is somebody who at their school was kicked out of school for sexual battery. They had like sexually assaulted a drunk TikToker. There was like a lot of other things that he did. And then when he came back, he tried to talk to a 14-year-old when he was 21. It's really fucked up. And Taylor Lorenz just didn't want to cover it. So I don't really like her very much. I think she's kind of not great. Not a particular fan of her. So, okay.
I'm going to rape you.
That's terrible.
Someone wrote the words, I'm going to rape you.
Yep.
I mean, it just unfortunately happens. I mean, it's really terrible. People, you know, I mean, you don't have a whole lot you could say to me. People just call me fat and tell me to kill myself sometimes. It's just life, you know. Like, what are you going to do about it? You know what I mean? I mean, it's one of those things we got to toughen up. It's really a toxic sphere, man. It's just a toxic sphere. It's not just for women. It's for literally everybody.
Journalist Taylor Lorenz is a columnist for The Washington Post and was targeted nearly 1 year ago in a segment on Fox News.
Imagine you were a black woman. People would really rail into you there.
She's at the very top of journalism's repulsive little food chain.
She is, actually. Okay, I'm being a little too biased.
Host Tucker Carlson mocking her after she called for an end to online harassment.
For International Women's Day, please consider supporting women's enduring online harassment. It's not an exaggeration to say that the harassment and smear campaign I've had to endure over the past year has destroyed my life. No one should have to go through this. I don't know what the smear campaign was against her. I have no idea, but I will say that, like, even if you find that tweet annoying, sometimes you could just not talk about things you don't like. You know what I mean? Like, you could just not talk about it. From Fox News' perspective, they could just not talk about it. Although I don't know if they're invested in her whatever campaign. I don't know what the campaign means, but
now she's at the center of a new study by NYU researchers, among the first to actually quantify online hate against female.
Nice boob shot. Perfect for International Sexual Assault Month. Why come in from this angle? It just feels weird. We're gonna get a close-up on her tits? Okay, let's go.
Against female journalists.
Okay.
This is the moment that Carlson aired that segment.
Yes. We see this really dramatic rise.
Wow. Wait, so you're telling me when a big news outlet reports something that there's more engagement into that thing? Incredible. I never would have thought that.
Using large-scale data to measure online language, they tracked violent...
Like what? Like die? I'm a proud Trump supporter, and you are a dumb fucking bitch. Rotten hell. Okay.
And threatening tweets.
Oh wow, these are really mean twits. Who the fuck is Taylor Blink? I'll gut Hurley. Wow, that's pretty terrible.
Directed at
maybe if you didn't behave like a bitch, you wouldn't be called one. Okay. Nice ratio, you snobby. I'm assuming it says bitch. Too bad your neighbors didn't bury you in the snow. But they're Jesus, people are terrible. I mean, if anything, these people should be banned from the platform for inciting hate like speech. That's really the platform's fault for, like, it's one thing to be like, I don't like you, but if you're telling them that somebody should gut them like a fish, you should probably get banned.
At 2 female journalists after being targeted by 2 male.
Lorenz is a star reporter with the most influential newspaper in America, arguably the West. Her work regularly appears on its front page. Her attempt to claim that this level of victimhood is revolting. She should try to find out what real persecution of journalists entails. I mean, that's a decent point because, like, you know, online BS journalists don't really face actual adversity, but still, I mean, harassment isn't exactly like the greatest fun thing in the world. It's just something that I would just move on from and just stop caring, you know? It's just going to happen. When you're a large content creator, it's just going to happen. You know what I mean? She does create content. You know what I mean?
Media figures. Researchers found that attacks against Lorenz were
toxicity, threat, and insult. I don't really care about any of those except for the threats. The threats are the problem.
Went up as much as 144% after just one Twitter thread.
Yeah, okay, hold on. So how long did this last? How many days is this? Like a day? Because it went back to normal almost immediately. So Glenn Greenwald targets Lorenz. I wonder what that means. Let's see. Taylor Lorenz regularly ruins people's lives. Teenagers, she investigates and exposes them. She uses her corporate platform to attack journalists, but then she goes on MSNBC to weep for Chuck Todd. Okay. I mean, that's fair. That sounds about what there was the okay. I mean, like, honestly, if people were criticizing her for, like, doing, like, they're not wrong. She deplatformed Dinelli, like, 17-year-old kid who made a mistake, and, like, she just kind of, she didn't even interview, she, like, didn't interview anybody except for, I think she interviewed him and then, like, a bunch of people that disagree with him, and then she ran the article that felt like it was a framing that, like, he was a bad person. Okay. I mean, like, you probably deserve the backlash, just not in this way. Like, you deserve criticism, but it is a little bit ironic that, like, you're receiving disproportionate criticism, in the same way that you seem to perpetuate disproportionate criticism. But okay, let's keep going.
Went up as much as 144% after just one Twitter thread. For another journalist, they went up 65%. Okay. Lorenz and digital reporter Kate Sawson say these types of attacks have changed their lives.
I listen. We're gonna be as woke as they're trying to be. I find it that the only mention of a black woman was, like, at the beginning where they put, like, a stock fucking video of a black woman. It seems a little bit weird. Because this is, like, like right here, they're just like, here's a black girl for 3 seconds. I don't know who she is, but they didn't make a point to really talk about her. It does seem weird that this whole article is supposed to be about, it says female journalist, but then the whole center point is a white woman. I'm just saying, like, you can ignore that criticism if you want. I think that's fine. It's just funny how, like, it's just funny. You know, it's just funny. It's just funny that it's like always white people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess they felt if it was a black girl was the central, you know, whatever, the central focus of it. They wouldn't think it would have gotten as many views. Again, like, you could ignore the woke bullshit that I just put out there. I'm just saying, like, it's interesting when you look at stories like this, and you will notice that it's always like white people that get platformed for this. So,
Digital reporter Kate Sawson say these types of attacks have changed their lives.
Stop going on your phone, bro.
And their work.
There's reporting that I know that I would like to do or that other journalists would like to do that
Like
we're
what?
not able to do because it's
Why?
not safe enough for us to do them.
What does that mean? Can you explain? What is that? What isn't safe? You mean like going to the Ukraine? Like, yeah, that's probably not super safe. Reporters are actually dying over there. I just want to know what are you referring to?
And they're not alone.
What work do you want to do that you feel like is getting held back because somebody's calling you a sussy baka on the internet, you know?
This is after I did a report on an increase in the number of white supremacists running for office. Condescending journalist, C-word, deserves a rope.
2 likes? That's horrible. Yeah, these people are shit. This is like a Twitter problem. They should ban this person for saying like this person should die for sure.
Obviously, I'm a person of color. Obviously, there's a reference to a noose. Are you getting messages like these?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, nice job on that story, you soulless effing. Then also you'll see there's.
Yeah, I mean, like, she seems to run kind of like cancellation-esque hit pieces on people, so maybe I don't care too much, but maybe I'm just being biased. What does white supremacy mean anymore? I mean, that's a good question. Everything's white supremacist now. Like, there is white supremacy that exists, but it's completely disavowed by almost everybody. Even conservatives that happen to be racist disavow white supremacists. You know what I mean? So it's a little, it's unfortunate that the word means nothing anymore because we don't know if it actually has any weight because everybody's a white supremacist, right? Just like everybody's a transphobe that doesn't think that trans women should compete in like sports. You know what I mean? Like, I don't say that to be like argumentative or anything, but it's like, oh, you're transphobic. What does transphobic mean? I want like free healthcare for trans people so that they can get transitions done. But I'm like transphobic because I think that like because I'm acknowledging like I'm acknowledging the biological difference. Unfortunately, like I don't like saying it, but it's like, oh, but now you're transphobic. Oh, now you're a white supremacist. For everything's white supremacy. It's like the word doesn't mean anything when everything is that thing. You know what I mean?
Many people that are tweeting, you know, these are Taylor Lorenz's loved ones.
They have photos.
Honestly, you need to get bullied more for your fucking pop socket. What is this thing? What is that thing? A grapefruit? You fucking animal.
His loved ones.
They have photos. Wow, these are all photos of your family members.
Yeah,
children.
Yeah, they'll threaten children. They'll threaten my parents. I've had to remove every single social tie. I had severe PTSD from this. All
right, I don't know if that's true. Okay, everything's PTSD now. I don't know if I believe that you have a legitimate trauma response from the internet. Honestly, if you're that. I don't know, dude, because like it's so normal to get told to fucking take a shotgun and put it in your mouth. If you're that fragile, stop. Just get off the internet. Go get a job. Go work at Starbucks or something. Go do like a regular person job. Like, I mean, it's fucking incredible how we're really gonna eat this up. And people are. This is like the most annoying thing. It's like people, dude. It's so crazy because we just have to take her word for it that she has legitimate PTSD or she's being hyperbolic to reinforce a point. But like, we just have to be like, okay, you have that. Like, but I don't agree because that's insane. Like, that's like, I know being a content creator that things can get a little stressful when you're under heat, but you kind of just need to deal with it. Journalists have always gotten shit. Journalists have always gotten shit. So like, if you're going to jump into a heated topic, you need to thicken up. You need to get your get thicker skin. It's kind of like, and then I'm supposed to be like, oh, you have PTSD. Bro, do you though? Like, I mean, yeah, how credible are those threats? Like, yeah, you kind of have to look at it like that. How credible are threats? It's these threats. I mean, I don't know. It's just fucking ridiculous.
I contemplated suicide. It got really bad. You feel like any little piece of information that gets out on you will be used by the worst people on the internet to destroy your life. And it's so isolating.
I can't. White woman tears, bro.
And terrifying.
Yep.
It's horrifying.
Yep. Notice how the black woman doesn't have PTSD. It's just a white woman. I don't know. I'm just saying, bro. I'm sorry. I know people are like, "Oh my god, I'm sick of the woke shit." It's just like fucking stupid to me. It's so dumb. Because what is the framing of this? We got this girl on here during Sexual Assault Awareness Month talking about how she gets fucking bullied online. How like you might as well just fucking like piss in the face of fucking sexual assault survivors. This is a stupid dumb story. Like, I don't give a shit. I don't fucking care. Boo hoo. Hey guys, Sexual Assault Awareness Month. People told me to kill myself on the fucking internet. Holy shit. That's fucking horrible. That's definitely comparable to being violently fucking raped. Hey guys, I'm having a hard time because I'm getting internet bullied. That's the same as rape. Like, shut the fuck up. This wasn't the month. Do this during just don't. Bro, you could have ran this story now, but without bringing up that it's fucking Sexual Assault Awareness Month. But like, you decided to wedge this into that narrative, bro. And I hate that. It's so annoying, bro. This is like, seriously, we need to start talking about the bigotry of fucking. And I don't know if I would consider this bigotry, but it's in that field of like the bigotry of progressivism. It's so fucking stupid because this is what people will do. Like, on the one side, when it comes to a particular topic, like conservatives will be invalidating to that thing. We'll say like a race issue, and then progressives will weaponize that race issue for social currency. It's a prank. It was uploaded on April 1st. That's funny. That's funny. It was a good prank then because I'm getting pissed off. And that's this here. Like, it tends to be more conservative leaning people who who will fucking not understand sexual or sexual assault culture in America. And then, like, what is it? We have fucking progressives weaponizing sexual assault fucking culture or rape culture for fucking pity points. It's like fucking so stupid. It's so dumb. It's just so fucking stupid, dude. And fucking MSNBC unironically ran this fucking piece. This is supposed to make her look so nice. This is so stupid. It's so fucking dumb. At least the comments are shitting on her. Good. Fuck you. What do conservatively people represent? What do you mean? Like, they tend to be the ones that aren't like super understanding or on board with sexual assault culture or like understanding of it. Whereas, like, my point was progressives tend to weaponize that. You know what I'm saying.
I'm so sorry. It's overwhelming. It's really hard.
Shut up! I don't care. This is so fucking stupid, bro. Holy shit, dude. This is pathetic. Oh, my God.
Now, Chuck, we reached out to Glenn Greenwald and Fox News about this study. Greenwald responded saying, in part, as a member of various marginalized groups, I don't...
What fucking marginalized groups is this guy part of? What? Is he a journalist? Wait. No, what? I'm confused. What is this dumb fuck saying? Is he what? What is he? He just looks so white. Like, what marginalized group is he? Is he gay? Is he a gay guy? I'm just curious. He's Italian. Is he seriously Italian? He's gay? Oh, he's gay. Okay. What other marginalized group is he part of? Because he said vary. Is he trans? He just seems like he's fucking trying to woke bomb them back. He was born in Queens. This is so stupid. Does he even know what marginalized means? What the fuck? He's from Brazil. Shut up, bro. He's not from Brazil. If he is, he doesn't like, bro, like, he was born in America, okay? Like, he might, let's say he's from Brazil. He could write down he's from Brazil when he tries to go and get a job or something for the fucking, whatever. But this guy has a white experience. You know what I mean? Like, nobody looked at him and said, I'm Hispanic or whatever. You know what I mean? Also, you're probably just fucking memeing me. But okay.
Don't want or accept some special immunity shield against being criticized, and no journalist with any dignity or worth
I kind of agree with him.
Neither Tucker Carlson nor his employer, Fox News, have responded to us, Chuck.
Okay.
Well, Morgan, folks who live online know exactly what they're doing when they do target a journalist that way. And unfortunately, the online community, well, as was
they know what they're doing? Like, what do you think that they think they're doing? Like, a lot of them are just like, it's most people who say something online in comments are just like, they're just venting their anger, and it pisses me off too. Like, it pisses me off. It pisses me off too. But like, you don't see me. I just get fucking mad and I yell and I vent to my wife. That's why you should get a fucking partner, somebody to vent to. Shut up. It's not that fucking deep, you know. Holy fuck.
Said in the piece, the worst of the worst are the ones that come out.
Yeah, everybody experiences it, brother.
And respond. Morgan, I'm glad you did that story. It's important for it to be out there.
Not really, but
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Chuck.
Wow, incredible. This is who we are. Hey, guys.
Welcome back. This week, the White House proclaimed April as National Sexual Assault Awareness and Prevention Month.
Incredible. So, hey, guys, that's the part that pisses me off. This story would have been stupid either way, but that part really bothers me. Like, shut the fuck up. It's childish, man. It's just so annoying. That's just like, it's like tokenizing, bro, it's tokenizing social narratives. It's incredible. It's incredible, dude. After I filmed the segment on my stream, I found these tweets, and I think that it's important to add this into here. Basically, Taylor Lorenz is criticizing MSNBC for the fact that the segment that they made didn't work. That was it. It led to more harassment. So let me read this. If your segment or story on online harassment leads to even worse online harassment for your subjects, you fucked up royally and should learn how to cover these things properly before even talking about them again. I could teach an entire class in this stuff, but the simple fact is that very few people in power in newsrooms actually understand how the modern internet and online landscape works. They continue to give ammo to bad actors. The problem that I have with this from Taylor Lorenz, this here says media companies are like, we'd like to do a story on a horrible bad faith smear campaign against you, but for fairness sake, we need to include comment from the people smearing you as a pedophile in order to represent both sides. What? Okay. I actually didn't get that at all. Here's the thing, is that the story was bad. The biggest part, of course, was the weaponization of Sexual Assault Awareness Month in conjunction with this. Like, it was unnecessary to bring up that this had anything to do with sexual assault. There was also some pretty bad faith aspects to it. Like, they said that 73% of female reporters experience online harassment, but they didn't say that they experienced that online harassment for being a woman. They also didn't, show the, percentage of men that also experience the same. But at the end of the day, what really matters is that this is an incredibly entitled perspective from Taylor Lorenz. She expects that because a news outlet covers something means that somehow we're all magically supposed to change our perspective. I think that she thinks that if they just covered it better, that it would have somehow changed the minds of people. I say impossible. It would be impossible. This situation to me is a joke. I know that like online harassment is a real thing. And I'm sure that women experience a different form of online harassment than men. The problem that people have, though, is that Taylor will engage in cancel culture. She talked about how people said that they were going to sexually assault her, or like one person may have said that in the comments or something, or that people telling them they're going to kill her, and that actually does exist. But her article led to this young man named Dinelli to be called the N-word relentlessly and told to kill himself. This is a thing that happens, and it's really unfortunate. But the article, or rather the entire bit, was tone deaf, and it was full of like victim complex bullshit. That's what it was. She cried on camera and said she has PTSD. If there are journalists who put their lives on the line every day who have actual PTSD, and yet you're hamming it up as if there's like something horrible has happened. Anybody who gets big is going to get hate against them. It's the reality. It's unfortunate, and it needs to change. But this is the reality, and if you can't handle it, then maybe you should stop doing your job. If you're this sensitive, journalism used to come at a much greater expense to yourself. Uncovering conspiracies, but with you apparently canceling children, I don't think that you're quite on the same level as anybody else. Also, sorry if this last part was a little weird. I'm tired. I just woke up, so thanks for watching, guys. Sorry, I'm just incredibly inconcise right now because, like I said, I just woke up. I'm just going to throw this in there. One of my biggest criticisms with Taylor Lorenz's criticisms is the fact that nothing is specific. She doesn't give a specific criticism as to how this scenario is botched. You know, she just says like, "Oh, you did this wrong because I'm getting more harassment," but she doesn't mention what they could have done that would have done this in the right way. That's a very common tactic, right? There's no depth to her argument in this case. She's just upset that it wasn't portrayed in the way that she wanted it to, or rather, she's upset that the outcome wasn't in her favor. But she has no idea how you could possibly portray this story the correct way, because in order for her to garner sympathy, because it doesn't exist, though. That's what I want you to know. It doesn't exist. You're a victim in your own head. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and another special shout out to all my Patreon and Twitch subs. If you'd like to support this channel further than you already have by just watching the video alone, go down to the links below where you can sub on my Patreon, which will allow you to get your name on this beautiful black wall. Or you can go to the Twitch page and you can actually use a free Amazon Prime sub, if you have Amazon Prime, to subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. Take care.